Hello everyone and welcome back to Macro Day, right here on Scriptcase by Jamie, showing you all of the Scriptcase macros that you can use within your development. Now today we are talking about a quick and powerful macro that lets you use color to bring important data to your users' attention. It's all about making your grids visually smart and easy to clean. And I should mention, as I just said, grids. It's not just grids, it's also for your PDF reports. So let's dive in, shall we? So today we are going to dive into the SC_field_color macro. So let's dive in, shall we? Hello and welcome back to another episode here at Scriptcase by Jamie. We are covering another macro today, and today's macro is the SC_field_color macro. So the purpose of the SC field color macro is to dynamically change or even possibly restore the text color of a specific field within your applications. Now this is a much simpler version of conditional formatting such as the SC text style macro which we had last week, and this macro it actually focuses only on the font color to highlight values that meet certain criteria. Now you will use this macro within grid applications as well as the PDF applications, and it is most effective in the on record event as the logic needs to run for each individual row of data being displayed. So let's have a look, shall we? So if I come here into my Scriptcase environment, we can then check out here, for instance, a grid. Now I believe last time we had here one of these configuration grids. Let's find the grid that we had last time. Here, grid 12, I believe it was. So let's open that up. We should still have last week's macro in here, so we can have a bit of a save. So what I'm going to do is I will remove last week's macro. Let's get rid of those. And I will keep my if-else statement there because I will use that in a few moments. So our macro has some very basic parameters because it's a pretty easy macro to use. So SC field_color, and then we have our brackets and we can close. Now we want to first of all indicate here the field, or the field name should I say, and then also the color. So the color of the background that you want to apply. And that can be any hexadecimal color or even just a standard color name as red, for instance, whatever that may be. So here, let's go ahead and I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it down here. Look, just like that. I will comment this one out and then we can apply this here to one of our fields. So here, let me choose then the product name and a color. Well, let's go with red. Why not? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment this out very quickly as well, the if-else statement, and we can run, and then just like that, we can then see the grid with no color being applied, which is odd. Okay, so let's make sure that we have everything correct here. I'm going to change here to double hyphens. There we go, look at that. And let's run it again and make sure that's not an issue with the single hyphen. And there we go. No, it's still the same. So let's actually try and add an actual color in here. So let's go hash 33 FF66. And let's go ahead and run that again. And I'd just like to make sure I've not made any mistakes there. And there we have then the fill color. So it's not actually applying the red. Let's do that again. And I'm going to copy that this time. And let's run. And maybe I just missed it. No, it did not apply the red. So it's not actually working on actual color names right now, which is odd, but that's what it is. So we have the SC fill color applied, and that changes then the fill color as we have here. And you can see that then pretty much working. Now to remove a font color that you have applied, you can just remove the color that you have in here, and then that will set that as the default color, or empty basically. So there are a few ways of using this, of course, and one of those is within an if-else statement like I have here. And again, I could say if, for instance, the value is over 60, in this case, the product name, in fact here the units in stock, we have that. If it's over 60, then we will change the product name. So here, let's apply then the hash 33FF66 in here again, run that again, and now depending on what we have available, and I have an error there. Did anybody see that? Anybody see my error? Let's see. Let's comment this one out. Maybe it's not liking the blank colors now. Okay, so worth trying. And no, unexpected token else. I missed my bracket here. I removed the bracket once again. I hope somebody else saw that, and if you did, well, congratulations. Of course, I removed that just a few moments ago. There we go. So just like that, then we apply then the colors depending on the if-else statement here. So I will remove here my comment there, and that should then adjust that accordingly. And then just like that, we have one product name as default, and the rest of them are all highlighted with our defined color. And of course, you may want to use this within financial reports or any type of reports really, whether that be for stock or for data or just about anything else. And with this macro, you can highlight the information that you want to have highlighted for the end user. And just like that, there you have it. A simple tool for adding a layer of visual context to your reports basically. And that is the SC field color macro, which is your key to making important data points jump out and maybe scream at people on their screen. Okay, so I hope you like this macro, and of course that you use it within your Scriptcase environment developments, because it is one of those nice macros to use along with last week's macro, the SC text style, which I would generally prefer than using this macro in the majority of cases, because of course you have more options. You can change the font color, the font style, the font weight, the font itself, and more than that. Just check out last week's macro if you missed it, and that is then the SC text style, and goes pretty much hand in hand with this week's macro, the SC field color. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up. Do subscribe, of course, if you are interested in watching more macro videos or any other Scriptcase goodness. And let me know in the comments how you are using this macro within your grid or PDF applications. And of course, I'll see you next week, Friday, right here on Scriptcase by Jamie for another macro day.